app and sign up as a driver or rider. Get Shaxi today from the Google Play and Apple App Store today. Ride or drive.
Well, so as usual, we know we are fully back and fully active when the contents keep coming. I told you earlier, I think yesterday, that because of some code here and there, we were down a little bit. But now, thank God, we are gathering energy. We are gathering more momentum. And when we gather momentum like this, then we have to come forward. So as we are here, we continue with the agenda. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to another report here on Sammy Flex TV. And this is a Shatta movement report. And I am excited about this report because I understand our people and how they operate within our space, especially when it has to do with Shatta movement. If it is positive, the people behave as if they have not even seen it, as if they have not heard it. They go mute on it. As to why they do that, they can best describe it. When it is negative, then they find their voices, they find their cameras, they find their sets, they find their phones, their microphones. In fact, they go all out and they shout the loudest. It is the reason Sammy Flex TV is here. It is the reason Sammy Flex himself is here. It is the reason Shatta movement is here. Of course, it is the reason God is also here. I wanted to add that as well. Now, I'm here to share one information with you, something that you guys, especially believers of the Shatta movement empire, will be very proud about. Now, what am I talking about? Let me break it down. Within just a few minutes, then we'll run away from here because it is positive. And Sammy Flex has to start the conversation. I have to lead this talk so that you, and the rest of the world will also know that, yes, the Shatta Wale. As much as many people would want to talk about some of his wrongs, of course, he's human. He may have his excesses, but the good he does definitely cancels all the excesses as much as you want. But if you want to know, you will know. If you don't want to know, you will know as well, and that's it. So something happened, I think, on Monday. That was when we even arrived from Dencha Brofiedu. That was when we came from Dencha Brofiedu. It was in the evening online where a report came, a video report was trending online. I think it all started from TikTok, where a commercial driver, or better still, a taxi driver, showed a video, as you can see on the screen, showed a video on TikTok telling the world that his car has been involved in a terrible accident. In fact, videos that are online shows that the gentleman, the way he has Shatta Movement for Life logos on his cars, it is a testament that indeed the gentleman is a believer of the Shatta Movement empire. So definitely, to those who are fans of Shatta Movement, those who are fans of Shatta Wale, and you know, Shatta Movement fans, there is something they do that is always beautiful. They connect themselves. They are always together. They form families. They form friendship. In fact, recently you can see videos of some of these content creators. They come together. They record content together. They meet at places. They have their conversations. In fact, that has been the culture of Shatta Movement fans for a long time, even before I became a part of the family. Whilst I was on Radio Plaza FM, Xylophone FM, I was seeing all those things. You see them come together doing this and that. And this particular driver, the way he has Shatta Wale's photos behind his car, it is obvious that the guy is a lover. You know, if you check the front of the bonnet of the car, he has Shatta's logo, that is Shatta Movement logo, boldly inscribed there. Now you go to the back of the car and he has Shatta's photos there. It tells you plain like this guy is a Shatta lover or penasem. In fact, no argument about that. So when he shared the video online about him being involved in an accident, those who are also Shatta fanatics, they were all worried. They were all disturbed, and they started posting here and there. I think I even saw Kweku Dubai and some other people posting and telling the world that this is what has happened. Now, this is what is beautiful about the Shatta Movement story. So if you are not joining, then I don't know what you are waiting for. I don't know why you will not even join. What are you waiting for? You have to join it now. Well, director, maybe for some people who would want to see the car, well, let's go for a full shot of the car, and I'll come back to continue telling them the beautiful story behind being part of the Shatta movement empire. And again, letting the world know that you are not shy being part of it. You are proud being part of it. When I come back, I'll continue. So, director, if you are ready, let's go check the video out.
Anumleya wa dental, the mechanic in my the mechanic in my Uber driver was close to me. We were sent to near Jam. The dental corner my park, yes. You say, young we and quiet yes and quaddy. Yame wo ho. I say about Tobua. A heard in Yami beating me.
Well, so the video of the damaged car is what we just watched. Obviously, the car is really deeply damaged, though not beyond repairs. Now, let me continue with telling the beautiful story of Shatta movement. The next morning, or better still, the next day, we saw one of the hardcore believers or one of the die-hard fans of Shatta movement or Shatta Wale. His name is Sabali, Shata Sabali, Basit Shata Sabali. I'm sure maybe that evening he contacted those who posted the video or the driver, and the next morning he was right there. He went there to ascertain, first of all, the situation. He went there to confirm whatever was happening. He went there to let the people know that, oh, Shatta movement, yeah, Bako, we are one. In fact, we are together in all our things that we do. And when he got there, he interacted with the driver. They had a conversation. They talked about what had happened. And the driver still was oozing with some confidence. Like, he wasn't down. If you check the videos well, the way he was still doing the Shatta movement sign, the sign of hope, it was obvious that he wasn't down. Even if you can see the shirt that he's wearing, he still had Shatta's photo in his shirt, and that should tell you that the gentleman was not down. He was still up and doing. He was still active, following activity the way it was. Now let's go catch what's really they discussed when Shata Sabali got there, and when I come back, we will be talking about the rest of the story. Stay tuned. I'll be back.
I'm a voice in Brazil.
Sorry for that issue. Maybe at social media and our own. Me too, and I'm on a member of the share. Yeni Pabakwa, see at the same bizarre. They're putting hands with my culture.
Okay. Let me call on Yarifa. If I denta, the wood now me call Yarifa. Now, the KFC who to my see me denta police station near Ruga. No, I need to Yarifa me. The barrier traffic light myself. I can let 12 to 13 to now. And I am back. Yellow me. To my room by them,
which is how much?
How much? Yes. To my room, I'm coming home, but be a kind of bad. In who I need. Bash! Once. To me, we are forced to be a door. To me, be a door and be. To me, for a back door, and be. To me, I was a Mr. Pumotu. Now, what try you can. The next day, or you are foul, no, say, a call. To me, motor chasing.
When Jinam
say, Java, a ban saying now, say, 14 for wine, 14 for you, and Cassandra Puna.
Yes, your family, that's to say, at least, putting when your life now, you lose you. What I said, the Gamia say a car. And no studio, Gamia do me and the penny go and say, the security moon go and see. Or yeah,
Andon back up.
Yeah, and I was smart. They say, member and member share. We are in the city. Brother, Pacho, bit picture, I didn't know. ADK, one door swing home, they are the night. What I say? No, who's there? I'm part of the whole media. Yes, I'm a better. It's a car that you know who's there.
Yes, I'm a better.
Oh, it's no. Now, who do you?
It is Simba.
Esemba.
I'm young as I'm young as I
This is a famous Shata Sabali.
Pow.
And it's a bit shout, you know. And to the person can say, one door, ADK. Where there? My baby, your brother, no, you know. The person is sharing and I'm maybe to the BBI side, the BBI side.
Father,
I'm sure ADK.
Pow.
Good morning.
Well, so that was the interaction, or better still, the encounter that brought the two together after Shata Sabali decided to go check on the driver, what happened to him, how it happened. Maybe he got to know him, being a Shatta movement fan, and all that. And it continued from there. And this is where Shatta Wale comes in. Of course. I keep telling people nothing beats Shatta Wale online. He sees everything. He's like God online. He's omnipotent everywhere. He sees it everywhere, whether it's on TikTok, Snap, Twitter, X, Facebook, Instagram. As much as it is an online platform, he doesn't miss it. He sees everything. So right there and then, we saw Shatta made a post. And it says, Abdul Basit Sabali, please look for the driver who had the accident and let's support him small, okay? I can see he's a huge fan. And this was Shatta shared on Facebook. It says, Abdul Basit Sabali, aka Shata Sabali. Please look for the driver who had the accident and let's support him small, okay? I can see he's a huge fan. And even reading from the tone of this particular post from Shatta Wale, I want to believe it was after Shatta had seen the post from Sabali on Facebook, because Sabali also chanced on the video on TikTok because the guy tagged Kweku Dubai in it. And Shata Sabali also had the video posted on Facebook and talked about the fact that, oh, this guy, his story is a sad one. Anybody who has information on him should contact Kweku Dubai or contact me. We would want to help him. So I think it was around the same time that Shatta, when he posted it, Shatta also saw it and said, Shata Sabali, look for the driver. And the next morning, as we have seen, or as we can see, Shata Sabali went there, looked for the driver, contacted him, and today we are here. Now, this is the good news I have for you before I run away. And this is where our people will not talk about. I'm here trying to play the imaginative card. Imagine this driver had died with the Shatta movement inscription on his thing. I'm sure someone will say, oh, say Shatta movement fans, so wako shishia, say wako bubia, so I'm crying no bonyum the day na Shatta Wale. In fact, they will do things that will make it fit. Or better still, they will say things that will make it fit. They will make sure whatever they will put out will definitely suit their description. But thank God, God is not man. After all, I know where God comes from. He's not man. So it did not happen. It happened that, of course, accidents do happen, like all around. In fact, whether you are prepared or not, accidents do happen. So it was one of those things. But the good thing is that after Shatta seeing that the gentleman was in need, definitely the car may be for him or for a car owner or however the story is. Shatta decided to come through for him. That was when he contacted Shata Sabali that, oh, go and see him. Let's see what we can do for him. Definitely, he needs some help. And after Shata Sabali seeing him, we know the story. Definitely reported to Shatta Wale that this is how it happened. I've met the driver and let's see what we can do. And Shatta decided to give some brown envelope. And I'm going to show you a video where this morning Shata Sabali went to see the gentleman, the driver, that is the Shatta movement diehard driver, with that brown envelope, presented it to him, and wrote on Facebook with a video that ADK, that is how Shata Sabali calls Shatta Wale, and ADK simply means African Dancehall King, African Dancehall King, ADK, where he posted that, ADK, whatever message you asked me to send to the gentleman, the driver, I have delivered, I have done it, and it is what it is. So let's go check that one out, and when I come back, I'll be wrapping up, and I'll urge you on to also continue to tell the world that this is how it is done. When Shatta does the good, we will talk about it. When he does the bad, talk about it as well. But make sure you don't only talk about the bad and leave the good. Talk about both good and bad. Project them with equal loudness, equal noise and all. Let's go check out that encounter when Shata Sabali finally presented that huge envelope to the driver after this.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Shatta man. Oh, alive. Really fine. Outside there. Well, we are well, Shatta Bani. Shatta Bani driver. When I'm going to be able to say, another one. Everyone says, Yahini, ADK, Shatta Wale, a small man about China, and checking your mom. The message I send the man and Saka, and you know, my son's mom with you, saying there, I mean, enjoy. Now, the Kaka also a person fan support too. The mom is saying, from there. So that's supporting them from fixing car. One back on road.
O many bibiaka, but I'm kind of say, Madame Godfather said,
we 3,000 guys.
Oh, Godfather, Madame said, no children, I'm pursue video out in the boa, Godfather, that was it. Ah, the way your mammy come so the bleed. Why I try making it from a near so far. That was none on your kiss. I'm Mrs. Member sure say, Mamma can't swab a root. I'm a bit just an eight year pepe. It's my Majuma, then I say, and there was an issue
After that, I said, I some come over Bibia or boy. My video need to make quite share could do Ken Hall. And I mean, no. Junior Jesus, then I said, I see an atom comma, Shata Sabali. What's me young boy? We are over 5 away. Also, after I can say, I'm command. I can't answer Cano. I don't say, and then what I don't start in a BBA. So, person on board, Mimi and Anna, Woman number or koi page in the man. Or try, I bet the woman number and bet two. Now, there could be a support to be over here.
Yes, much your door, much your door, fast no much your door, because Mama will say, you pana your dinner to me, when you pack a sea, Ghana, on the king, street king, dinner so when you make, look at dinner, Father, I was,
Well, so that was the encounter after Shatta coming in and handling over the brown envelope, the huge brown envelope to be given to the driver. And it was all excitement. It was all happiness. It was all about Shatta movement. The gentleman obviously has thousands of shirts with Shatta Wale in there. Anytime he's spotted, you see him coming in with something new, a new look, a fresh look, and still there is an SM, there is a Shatta movement there. So indeed, He is a real Shatta movement guy. And on this note, I want to say, ladies and gentlemen, this is what Shatta movement stands for. We stand for unity. We stand for love. We stand for support for each other. We stand for strength. And just as Shatta's Iyoko saga also brought some few people telling the world that, hey, Charlie, this is how it is done. You have to know how to be a part of Shatta movement, and you know that indeed the movement is a big movement. It's loud, it's large, and it is one that you have to be a part of. So, ladies and gentlemen, tell the world Shatta movement did this out of love. Shatta movement did this because the gentleman has been a believer of the Shatta Wale brand, and today we are here. What are you waiting for? Why are you not a part of Shatta movement? It is the reason we want to streamline the activities of the fan base, come together, and even achieve more of these things. We don't know when the next guy will be having an event that he will need the Shatta movement people to come there. We don't know when the next guy will be having wedding, he will need Shatta movement come and support. Funeral, need Shatta movement come and support. And even good times, bad times, you need people, no matter what, whether it is good time or bad time, you need people to always come to you. And this is a clear example. A driver from nowhere, because he believes in the Shatta movement agenda. Today he's received some help, which will put his car back on the road. In fact, I'm waiting for this. I know in the coming days, we will see the gentleman getting his car back on the road and doing what he loves doing, riding and doing his business. And that is how he wants. In fact, Shatta did not even say, oh, he did not have maybe Shaxi on his car, or maybe because of what he's done, he does not even use the Shaxi app, so I'm not doing it. No, he decided to do it, whether there is Shaxi or there is no Shaxi. He decided to do it. And if you wouldn't love Shatta Wale for this, then I don't know what you would love about him. If you can't project some of the good Shatta Wale does, like some of these things, then I don't know what you want to project. Because he is not only about those negative stories being championed by people who don't like him. There are no such people. We know them. Like he said, Omunu 30, we know all of them. We can count them on our fingertips like this. We know it. He just saw it online, decided to help. And if this will not be something that you would appreciate, then I don't know what you would appreciate again. Well, we can't say much. We are waiting for when the car will be ready to be back on the road, and we come and give you additional reports on that. So keep watching, keep subscribing to Sammy Flex TV. We're going to be bringing you all the reports, and keep sharing this to the world. Tell the world that Charlie, the Shatta Wale that people love, there is a reason to it. They love him for a thing, and not because of what you guys, your perceptions or your perception is about him. Get it right, and let's see what it means. Let me say thank you on this note to the production team for this particular content. The show was directed by Sammy as the chief director. For the show was produced by Desert, as well as let me also say thanks to man like Theophilus Degosh for doing the camera for us. My name is Sammy Flex. Remember, we should be doing this again. Subscribe to us. Let us read your commentaries, and remember to tell the world, share. Let people know that yes, there is God in Shatta Wale. There is good in Shatta Wale as well, and not what is being projected or pushed out there, both online media and on traditional media as well. Here at Shatta Movement, it is all love. Be part of it, and let's see what we can all do for ourselves. I'll meet you again when we meet. We're out of here. Bye-bye.
Everybody check now. Check it. Fa check it.